A dog rescue in Colorado is closing after deciding to give up their license.
Denver 7 has been tracking violations and complaints against Moms and Mutts Colorado Rescue since they made headlines for rabies exposure with a litter of puppies.
Danielle Kreuter has this follow-up tonight, and the change is underway to keep rabid pets out of our state.
This room that used to be full of puppies and volunteers is now being packed up.
Other than spending years in court trying to fight it and keep our license and everything else while still having it suspended, it was probably the best outcome in this instance that we could have hoped for.
Moms and Mutts Colorado Rescue, or MAMCO, has relinquished its license less than a year after making headlines for a rabies exposure that ended in 11 puppies being euthanized.
He said, "You wouldn't believe this, another family adopted a rabid dog." And she's like, "Yeah, that was our family." He's like, "No, it happened again."
Denver 7 was first to report that this family had also adopted a rabid puppy from MAMCO years before the recent exposure.
You give your kids a puppy with the most deadly disease on earth. It makes you feel like a pretty terrible mom.
In the end, the head of the Department of Agriculture's Pet Animal Care and Facilities program says a series of violations and complaints against the rescue led to MAMCO's license being seized.
It takes quite a bit for us to get to this point, so we do use a system of progressive discipline, which we applied in this case.
It wasn't an escalating series, it was just them not following through and giving us time to complete what needed to be done.
The MAMCO owners say they'll be donating the pet supplies they can to other local rescues as they close down shop in Colorado.
We also have rescue and nonprofit work that we do down in Belize.
Meanwhile, a proposed statewide rule change prompted by the MAMCO rabies exposure is making its way through the system. No bringing in pets from out of state unless they've been vaccinated for rabies.
There's an exemption provision now. Some of the examples are that you've been licensed for 2 years, that your license is in good standing, that you don't have any disciplinary issues pending with us.
The next public hearing for that proposed rule change is in late April. In Englewood, I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.